Hello and namaste. So today I'm in discussion with Sahana, who has been suffering from rheumatoid arthritis for a long time. And during the COVID time, her condition had become really debilitating, and due to which she was not in a very bad mental state, and in fact, her entire body was in deep pain. She came to me for coaching, and through our coaching, we were able to find a solution to her pain. Here is Sahana sharing her journey on how she was able to overcome her pain. Hi, Sahana. How are you?
Hi Prashant, I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm good too. And let's begin our discussion. So, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi everyone. I'm Sahana. I'm basically from Bangalore, India, and I currently live in Sydney. I'm here for past 4 years.
Tell us about the rheumatoid arthritis that started with you and how your journey had been earlier.
I found out I have rheumatoid arthritis in the year 2022 January. It was confirmed. However, I suffered 2 years before that itself. After I had a baby, I did have swelling and difficulty in joint movements. Like everybody says, it's a weak time when you just had a baby. I waited for it. Having had endometriosis, I had to think of a second baby immediately, but however, that did not materialize. And after which I started having a lot of joint pains. So it took a while for me to find out that I have rheumatoid arthritis, which is seronegative, because my reports did not say that. I started my treatment with methotrexate in the month February 2022. It was going on. Pain had reduced from where I couldn't stand from for even 5 minutes to where I could stand for half an hour. But as period went on, we expected some more improvement and betterment. But then I did have COVID in between at the month of April.
That period, I think, during COVID was a very difficult one for you, and that had created
Yeah,
the
the
pain.
family had. After that, we felt sick often because of the cold weather and everything. But however, methotrexate treatment, I should have got better. My movement should have got better, but I didn't see that happening. It kind of was stagnant, or at times when my flares was high, it went bad.
Okay.
In August, rock bottom, I could not bear it. Discussed with my rheumatologist, but things did not work. They did increase the dosage, but by November, I could see myself not able to concentrate because I had pain everywhere. I couldn't sit for more than half an hour to 1 hour at a stretch. I started getting complaints in my work, which was terrible, which I felt very, not only physically, I was going through pain, it started hurting me mentally, as it is pain hurts you mentally. And having to hear being the best performer and being assistant manager and everything, suddenly when you come to a different country and you started working and you see that things are not working, everything got to rock bottom. And I said I have to do something, but then I couldn't manage work, so I had to quit.
Okay, that's
And
sad.
things weren't working. Slowly I was unable to walk. I used to walk at least a kilometer to get my daughter, but then that also started reducing. Again, I started getting to a position where 5 minutes, 10 minutes standing was difficult. Getting at one period, January, I getting down the bed was difficult. My heels started paining. I couldn't rest my foot. Most of the time I was sleeping. Since I have a 4 years, I was pushing myself to just give bare necessities to her. uh, that's when I started researching as to what could be done alternatively. What is that?
Mm.
That's when I encountered Prashant's page, and I called him. I still remember, Prashant, my first call to you was all tears and saying, I would ask for death rather living. And Prashant assured me as to, no, you have a long life, you have a kid to this one, that's not the way you need to think. You need to get to a warrior's position. And he said, let's do it. And my husband, thanks to him also, supported me and said, go for it. And then I started my journey with Prashant, and it's been great.
Mm. Okay, I can understand the pain that you had in the beginning. So, uh, we did couple of sessions of Egoscue. What is your take about Egoscue? How do you think it helps in pain? How are you now? For example, you had pain in the neck. I remember the neck was a bit swollen. You had pain in the back, lower back, legs, heels, in fact, everywhere. So,
Bet you I was pain throughout, and like I said, I was almost bedridden. Get up and getting up was like I would. cry and get up because I had to attend to my child. Prashant, to answer you, like you said, I had a hunched or a swollen neck. My back was completely jammed. My foot, toe, ankle, wrist, everything was jammed. So now my first session with you, I remember the Thursday when we started, and you gave me 3 to 4 exercises, and we did it on the call, and you asked me, can you walk and see? And I felt ease immediately. I was so scared, but I could take steps. When I took my first step, I was like, really? And when I took my second, third, I felt more confident, because taking that step was like, oh, horrible. Keeping your foot down for a rheumatoid arthritis person is like achievement. It's like it's impossible kind of a thing. But then it was so easy, that moment. And when I walked back with confidence. 5, 10 steps I took and I came back. You said just walk in your room and come back. When I came back, I was all happy. I felt confident. I felt okay. We're going to do something. I'm going to achieve. I'm going to do something. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. And
That's good.
you
That's good.
assured me.
That's good.
You assured me, and we continued. That was my point when I was
That was
taking.
our starting point. Then
Yes.
by the time we came to the second session, third session, tell us about your neck. How is it? How is it now?
Oh my God. If I touch my neck, I wouldn't feel my neck actually. I couldn't feel the nape bone. It was like, this is my, in the second session or the third session itself, my husband could see, leave me, my husband said, you're swelling. I don't see that hunch,
Yeah, that's not a
and
swelling.
now I can really feel the bone. The usually when you have your neck, you have a slight dunch inside. I had nothing when I started. Now I can feel the hollowness in between. There's still there a little long way to go. Practice will make it better. And my nape was like something somebody had hit it with a hard bolster. It was like that. And when your nape is hurt, you can't think, you can't do anything. Like it's gone. So now I'm able to do it. I'm not saying I'm completely saying no pain, no this one, it'll come, it'll go, but I'm able to manage, I'm able to do it. And just to test the whole process, I have stopped doing the exercise compulsory to just test for 2 days, 3 days. I stopped doing OSU and I could see things came. And again, when I started doing it, just in one day, I could find a difference.
Yeah. So
It really
if you
works.
stop doing egoscue for a couple of days, the pain comes back.
Yes.
And if you start doing it, immediately goes away
It
also.
immediately reduces.
It's like a painkiller.
Yes, it's like, I should mention I was on steroids whenever I used to have so much flare that I was asked to take 1 month. When I started with you, I was asked to take 1 month of steroid prednisone, but I think when I started with you, I somehow felt, and my inner said, don't take it, test it. It could be a testing, it could be this one, and I've not taken prednisone. It's been 2 months. It's March 23rd today. I have not taken my prednisone at all. Otherwise, it would be twice a month.
That's so nice. I mean, that's such an amazing.
Achievement for me. It's an achievement for me because I would be on prednisone off and off and off and off. It's an achievement.
I see you now, the way you are talking, the way you are active, and I remember our first call, how it was. So it's a quantum change in that. What do you? Okay, another question I had was, how important is diet in our role?
Okay.
What do you feel about it now?
So with all not having a lot of movement, and that you can't really do what you want to do. Even cooking, for example, khana, even if I wanted, I didn't like to eat bread, I want to have my dal and roti, I can't make it. That was my position. I would just do a little for my daughter, my husband, and I, which was affecting my husband's health also. As a family, it was affecting us, and my weight had really increased. So weight really, even a normal person, weight does affect your bones. Diet, I think, adds somewhere to reduce. It's just not weight. Now, earlier I used to think, okay, I have to do diet to reduce my weight. But Prashant, when I spoke to you and the way you educated me, now when I do a diet, when I'm eating my food, I said, this is how I have to be. This is how now it's in my mind. This is not for like 1 month, 2 months. When I become 50 kgs, I can go back to normal. That was my thought earlier. But now it is not like this is how I want to live. This is how I have to eat. It's not that I am not eating anything. At dal chawal khana, everything I've stopped. I've stopped chocolate, I've stopped this one. Maybe I've shifted from a milk chocolate to a 70% cocoa chocolate always. Maybe when I'm eating like 2 cups of dal and 2 cups of rice and 3 rotis, I've reduced it to 1 roti, 1 cup of dal. You might say, isn't that less? You won't you feel hungry? So Prashant, you educated me that that has to be filled with the fibrous vegetable,
Yes.
other
Salads, vegetable, fruits. You have
salad.
to eat
That is
these
what
things.
I'm practicing now. In just 2 months, I've seen from a 71, now I'm 66
Oh, wow. Yes. That's such
kgs.
a.
And earlier, I used to think you should do diet. Fatafat, do 3 mahine mein, you finish your weight. And then start eating, hogging. No. Thanks to you, the way you put that in my mind. I think many people today in Instagram tell you this, but the way you put it in my mind, the way you explain things, it's registered now. Diet is important for everybody. It's not only for people with arthritis. I think it's a way we have to lead our life. And I have put that practice to my husband. My husband also sees a difference. He also has thyroid. He has acidity, so he can also find a difference. So thank you. I think with all this, in my 4 years will grow to learn how to actually live the real life.
That's really true, and it's very important that we focus on our diet and keep it focused towards vegetables, fruits, salads, and also we should eat rice,
Sugar,
chapati, and dal. Definitely,
few dairy points that you had
yeah.
given.
Even dairy, I keep telling people dairy is not good for us. Stay away from that. What about meditation? So let's talk a bit about meditation. You had problems with meditation, but then certain types of meditations worked for you, and what do you feel now about them?
Oh my God. More than pain, people with arthritis and autoimmune diseases, they are more than pain or physical. It's their mind which troubles them more. I had come to a state where I used to ask for death every day. I would say, rather than living, it's better I die. I would not think of my aged parents. I was not responsible. I was not thinking about my daughter, my husband. I had become centric about me and I just wanted to move away from everything. So you get to that life. Pain is more, it's definitely physical, but it's more mental, is what I've learned with my experience. So for that, I think the only way out here is meditation. Initially, meditation, I wouldn't concentrate, I couldn't take it. And when you explained to me, Prashant, go step by step, do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You gave me your recording, especially yoga nidra that you advised helped me so much. So that it's the time of the month for women when I having endometriosis along with rheumatoid arthritis troubles me, shoots me up to pain, the level of pain. But then yoga nidra did help me control that.
Yoga Nidra, like I said, it relaxes your complete body.
I
Okay.
feel very calm. I feel very calm. So after yoga nidra, I can't, when I had my delay in my periods this time and my endometriosis and arthritis both were hitting me very hard, I was unable to do exercise for 2 days. Third day, I know 2 days, ek din ho gaya, theek hai. Second day, third day, chala, my pain will be more. It will come back. So I have to do my best, but I'm not able to physically, mentally. So that's when I did yoga nidra, got up fresh, and I was able to do my basic exercises. I could do it because my mind was so relaxed. I felt light. As soon as you get up, your whole body feels you're in air. You feel light. You
So
don't.
it's like a combination, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Really, it's like a combination of meditation, your diet, egoscue, medication also. You can't ignore medication. You have to have medication also. So it's a combination of that. What happens is people rely completely on medication, and that doesn't work.
I have to tell you at this point, for medication to work, you need these three things.
Yes, yes.
I have seen with only medication and know these three things, that's meditation, your exercise, and your diet, medicine will not do anything. It will only make things worse. That will happen to me. But if the medicine is working, it's only because of these three things.
Yes.
And now I feel going ahead, I think these medications, now that I have this dosage, high dosage, I think I'll get it down. You never know, I might even get to zero because my arthritis is not very old. So
Fingers crossed. Yes.
I might even just, I'm not hoping I think in some more years, I will call Prashant, I'll give another interview and tell him that, I'm out of my medication. I'm just managing with these three.
That's so amazing. I'm hoping that day comes very fast, and I'm sure it will come very
It will
fast.
come. It will come very soon. It will come.
And what are your last words for ladies who go through this? Should they have a coach? Does it help? Because doing everything alone becomes tedious. What's your thoughts on that?
I
What does the role of a coach here?
It's very important. There were times when I think I've called you 3 to 4 times saying, "Oh, it's pain. I just can't do it. What's happening? I don't think it's working." And that's when you pushed me. And see, many people spoke about diet to me, my GP, everyone. But the way I got it from you, and especially when you see a person who is in your shoes, giving you what has happened. They say we have a saying in our language that experienced patient is better than a new doctor. So that's what I think it is. And when especially it's a relate when you can I can relate and you can relate to my pain. We can feel that because you've gone through that. So it's more acceptable as a human mind and human tendency. It's more acceptable. Coach is definitely important. To make you understand, to get you to that line of understanding that these things work, uh, to make you feel, to get that inner thing to raise and you to stand up to for a person who was praying for death and to telling you that I'm going to come out of medication and I'm going to give you one more interview to tell you that I've come out of my medication. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of talk, a lot of coming from you, and thank you for that, and a lot of gratitude for that.
And
And for all men
thanks
out,
to you also to follow it up. I mean, it's always the person who is in pain. They put a lot of effort.
and I'd like to say in the last, it to women out there, it's just not with women with arthritis or any diseases which includes bone or joint pain. Anybody above 30 years should do this, or even earlier better, 2025. This is a lifestyle. Don't wait for things to come your way. Don't wait for arthritis to come. Don't wait for some disease to come or joint pain to come and then start off. Prevention is better than cure, always, right? So I'd said egoscue, meditation, diet is a lifestyle. It should be for everybody. You should not wait for a disease to come. Please join this course. For every woman after 30, your bones will deteriorate, whether you like it or no. Our body system is made like that. And and your immune for everybody, whether a man or woman, your immune will come down. We will not immune will not stay. Your baby immune will not stay with you. It will deteriorate. That's why it's aging. That's the life cycle. But I would say try to slow it down. Try to take precautions rather than cure. So I would shout out to all the women, especially women out there and everybody out there, please take up this course. Whether you have the arthritis or no, I would still suggest take a short course. Prashant, please plan a short course for these people because I think it will help everybody.
Yeah,
It will
I
help.
will, I will, I will take that into consideration definitely.
Please, because it should not be only for arthritis. But why should we wait for the disease to come?
Exactly, exactly. That's why I keep encouraging people that if you are young and you have even a little bit of pain, then don't keep just depending on medication or keep thinking that you have no life, you have no future. There is nothing more false. Okay, so you have people who have overcome their disease, who are doing things. Even I was like that. So even when I had ankylosing spondylitis, and I had these kind of thoughts many times. Okay, and I have battled it across and seen that egoscue, meditation, diet, right mindset, the way you approach things, the way you look at things, it's very, very important. So mindset and all of this plays a role. Only then the medication gets effective. That's what I have seen. And otherwise, you keep thinking about pain. Your body is full of the hormones, the painful hormones that you have. You know, cortisol, adrenaline is always flowing in your body at a very, very high rate when you are fighting a chronic illness. That comes down when you get into a good diet, meditation, everything, and your medication then kicks in and starts helping you. So yeah, I'm glad that I could help you here. Still, yes, we have a long journey ahead. Okay, so we this is just in what we could do in 1 month immediately, in couple of sessions, whatever could be done. I have done that. But yes, I wish you all the best. I pray for you that you recover and pray that you get completely healed and you get back to your job and start kicking life like you always do. You're such an energetic person, so you get back your energy, and I'm very sure that will happen very soon.
Thank you, and I'm sure as well. Like I said, I will come back to give you another interview to tell you that I'm out of my medication and what improvement and how it
Amazing.
changed my life.
That's amazing. On that note, I close this call now. Okay. Thanks for your amazing discussion.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.